This gym started as the Prescott Police Athletic League boxing gym in the early 70s, late 60s, and stayed that way until 1987 when the city budget cuts eliminated all of the Police Athletic League activities, and one of the programs that was sliced was, of course, the boxing program. I then converted the gym into the Prescott Athletic League boxing program, and has been a private nonprofit organization working through City Parks and Rec, providing a facility for us. And we have many boxers from age 8 all the way to age 34 can actually be amateur competitive boxers. The program has been very successful in the past. In 1989, we held the National Silver Gloves Boxing Championships, in which Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, David Reed, there were a lot of guys that are now world champions that actually competed in those days as amateurs, and they were here in Prescott. They actually went through the tournament. Some of them were successful, some of them were not. So the gym has been open for quite a while. In the past, we've had some very, very competitive boxers in the Prescott area. We, at one time, were considered one of the top teams in the nation, and definitely one of the top teams in the state and the region. We used to have the three Magallanes boys, Gabe, Adrian, and Julian. They were all 3-time national champions. J.C. Sylvester, he was a 4-time national champion. All of them competed internationally against the Russians, England, Canada, Ireland. They were very, very competitive internationally, Tahiti. And then we had the Alvarez boys, Frank Alvarez and Oscar Alvarez and Mike Alvarez. They were all very, very good amateur boxers also who competed all the way to nationals. Oscar Alvarez made it to the national finals twice, lost to Obakar, who eventually became a world champion. That's not our primary interest in the gym. We would like to remain a very successful program for all the athletes in our program, but we also handle a lot of beginning athletes. We have kids that start at age 8. You know, if they really want to stay in the program, more than likely they'll develop into at least national class amateurs and possibly even world-class professionals if they would like to take that route. At one point, we had to close the gym down for about 2 years because we did not have equipment that we considered safe enough to continue with the program and let the athletes compete without injury. So we closed it down for 2 years, and then when I applied for a community development block grant and we received it, we put $40,000 into the gym, which renovated the flooring, the paint, the rings. We put brand new equipment, brand new gloves, brand new headgear. So we now have a program that's ultimately very safe, and we have enough equipment to keep us going for some time, probably a couple of years or so, without having to go back to the public and ask for equipment funds. So we do have a program that's very active. We've reactivated the competitive program thanks to people like the Kiwanis, Marty Corkery and his associates, who helped us financially to get going in the competitive program. And we're going to continue to plug away and try to build back up to the national program that we used to have in the late 70s, mid 70s, late 70s. We had quite a big program. We're trying to build back up to that, and we will continue running the program as best we can, bringing athletes in, keeping kids off of streets. That's our primary concern. We're a pickup program. We make sure that when a child or a student is in, let's say, football, and then they're off season of football, they're not going to play basketball or wrestle, they don't have any place to go, if they don't have a program that is free, we're here. They happen to find us, they come in the gym, They'll box for a couple of months or maybe even longer sometimes, and then they'll go to their next sport. During the summer, we're again a year-round program and a free program, so kids have nothing to do during the summer. They're not in school, they're not in competitive sports at school, and they come into the gym. So, you know, we do pick up a lot of good athletes. A lot of times people associate boxing with people who are, you know, that have brain damage, they get banged around or something like that. That's not true at all. In fact, a lot of our athletes have gone on to become professional management people. They've become engineers, they become lawyers. You know, this is just another athletic program that helps them develop their personal skills, their a healthy atmosphere, a healthy body, and it's a real good program, and it does not hurt the mind at all. In fact, it helps it and helps kids get ahead a lot better. It really helps with a self-esteem issue. You know, some of these guys that come into the program, they never thought that they'd ever box at all. They thought it was too aggressive a sport. And then they get in and they find out that it's a really neat sport, and it really teaches them a lot of lessons in life. They get to travel a lot. They get to participate in a team sport. They get to participate as individuals in the ring. And that's the ultimate goal, is for an athlete to go into a boxing ring against somebody his own age, his own weight, one-on-one. You're in there alone, and it's you. So it's a very, very individual sport once you compete.